Welcome to Driving School WA YouTube channel. If you are intending to use your own private vehicle for the driving assessment, these are the specifications that you have to meet. If you're taking your private vehicle for a driving assessment, the following are requirements by the Department of Transport. You have to have a centrally mounted handbrake, which is a handbrake that's positioned in the middle between the passengers and the driver's seats. Some of the European cars are equipped with the handbrake that's actually positioned on the floor and operated by your foot. This is really important because if you turn up with the vehicle that doesn't have a centrally mounted handbrake, they're going to have to fail your vehicle, so you're not going to go for your driving assessment. And also you will lose your driving assessment entitlement, which will cost you almost $90 to rebook and do another assessment. Now also it's important to understand that your vehicle must be roadworthy. There's a requirement for your tyres. All 4 tyres must be the same size, and also the depth of the thread on your tyres must be a minimum of 1.5 millimeters. So any part of every tyre that touches the road must be a minimum of 1.5 millimeters. Now also you've got to make sure that all 4 indicators are working, and it's recommended that you check them before you walk inside of the license centre, before your name gets called. If your parents are taking you for your driving assessment, or a relative or a friend, make sure that you've checked your indicators and the stop lights as well. So if any of the lights aren't working, they're going to have to turn your vehicle down, and you're going to lose your entitlement and you're not going to be able to do your driving assessment. Sometimes the assessor will ask the candidate to start the engine on and to full lock the steering so they can see the front tyres properly. So again, every part of every tyre must be touching the road with 1.5 millimeters depth on the thread. So make sure you check all of this before you take your car for the driving assessment. Now, if you are struggling to find a vehicle, we get questions all the time if a person can hire a car at the car rental company. Now, if a learner is obviously using a vehicle, they may not cover a learner under their insurance policy. So please double check what you're doing, because in our experience, the car rentals will not be taken. Plan in advance, get a driving school. It's the best option you can possibly choose to get a driving school's vehicle, because we make sure that all of our cars are always in the top condition, and if there's any issues with the indicators and the tires or stoplights, we will definitely be able to fix that before you basically drive out of the licensing centre car park. You can contact us during our business hours, or you can book online 24/7. Now, this particular service, car hire for your driving assessment, requires a minimum 3 working days notice, and also it will depend on our availability. In addition to this, 45-minute lesson is necessary to get familiarised with the vehicle, so we don't have a package that covers just sitting in the car and driving off and doing your driving assessment. But please do make sure that you give us plenty of notice, as we might not be available. So if you're using your private vehicle, please make sure that everything's roadworthy, including your indicators and stop lights and the depth on your tyres, all of your tyres. And obviously if there's any visible defects, they will look at that as well. So make sure that you get the right advice before you go for your driving assessment as far as the criteria goes, and what you need to do in order to satisfy the criteria and pass your test and get your driver's license basically. Thank you for watching, drive safely, and we will see you in the next video.